As the countdown to the 2026 FIFA World Cup intensifies, one of football's biggest stars is quietly fighting a personal battle away from the spotlight. Neymar Jr., Brazil's all-time leading goal scorer, has extended his contract with boyhood club Santos for another year, but his true focus goes far beyond club football. While many of his Santos teammates are still enjoying their holidays, Neymar has chosen a different path, one defined by discipline, pain, and an unrelenting desire to wear the iconic yellow jersey on the world's biggest stage once again. The target is clear: full fitness, peak performance, and a place in Carlo Ancelotti's Brazil squad for the 2026 World Cup. Fresh off arthroscopic surgery on his left knee, Neymar is pushing himself through an intense rehabilitation process, knowing that any shortcut could cost him his final realistic chance at World Cup glory. Brazilian media outlet Globo has closely followed Neymar's recovery, reporting that the former Barcelona star has been training consistently, often alone, under strict medical supervision. Neymar himself has offered fans glimpses into his journey through social media, recently sharing photos that reveal both progress and struggle. Images of him working closely with renowned physical trainer Ricardo Rosa, performing demanding exercises while a visible bandage still covers the surgical stitches on his knee. His facial expressions in those photos tell a powerful story. This comeback is anything but easy, and the road back to full fitness is filled with pain, patience, and relentless effort. Neymar underwent knee surgery on December 22nd, and since then, his routine has revolved around two main locations: the CT Ray Pelé Training Center and his personal gym located within a Santos-affiliated community. This carefully controlled environment has allowed him to balance recovery with gradual physical conditioning, ensuring that his knee responds positively to increased workload. According to reports, Neymar has now entered the final phase of his rehabilitation, a critical period that will determine not only when he returns to the pitch, but also whether he can regain the sharpness required at the highest level. His primary objective is to rejoin the Santos squad within the first 2 weeks of February, fully prepared to handle match intensity rather than merely making a symbolic return. Sources suggest that by the final week of January, Neymar is expected to begin full physical transition training, including high-impact movements, ball work, and match simulation drills that place maximum stress on his body, particularly the knee that has troubled him for so long. The Brazilian championship calendar adds further intrigue to his comeback timeline, as Santos are set to face Sao Paulo in their second league match on February 4th. This fixture has been tentatively marked as a possible return date, but much will depend on Neymar's performance during ball-based training sessions and his response to sustained physical pressure. Interestingly, Santos' medical team has reportedly expressed optimism, noting that Neymar's recovery is progressing faster than initially anticipated. As a result, some Brazilian outlets now claim that the star forward could make his return even earlier, possibly on January 28th, depending on how his body reacts in the coming days. At this stage, both January 28th and February 4th remain realistic options, and a final decision is expected within the next 2 or 3 days as doctors and coaching staff assess Neymar's readiness. What makes this comeback attempt particularly compelling is the broader context of Neymar's recent career. At the beginning of 2024, he returned to Santos from Saudi Arabian club Al Hilal, carrying the physical scars of repeated injuries and the emotional weight of unfinished business. His homecoming was seen as a chance to reset, to rediscover joy in football at the club where it all began. However, fate had other plans, and injuries continued to disrupt his rhythm. Despite his fragile fitness, Neymar took a significant risk toward the end of last season, choosing to play through pain to help Santos avoid relegation from Serie A. His contribution during that crucial period not only showcased his commitment, but also earned him immense respect within the club. In recognition of his sacrifices, Santos management has adopted a patient and supportive approach regarding his recovery, prioritizing long-term fitness over short-term gains. Any uncertainty surrounding his contract extension has now been resolved, with the club confirming a 1-year renewal that provides Neymar with stability as he focuses on regaining peak condition. Beyond club football, however, The looming presence of the World Cup overshadows every training session, every medical check, and every cautious sprint. The 2026 FIFA World Cup, set to be hosted across the United States, Mexico, and Canada starting June 11th, represents a defining moment for Brazilian football and possibly Neymar's final opportunity to leave an indelible mark on the tournament. With limited time remaining, newly appointed Brazil head coach Carlo Ancelotti faces immense pressure to finalize his squad. Reports suggest that after 2 international friendly matches in March, Ancelotti plans to lock in his World Cup roster, leaving players like Neymar with a narrow window to prove their worth. The legendary Italian coach has addressed Neymar's situation with characteristic honesty, stating that selection will be based purely on merit and physical condition. Ancelotti emphasized that if Neymar deserves a place and is in better physical shape than his competitors, he will be selected, but sentimentality will not influence decisions. "I owe nothing to anyone," Ancelotti reportedly said, adding that Brazil must be prepared to envision a team both with and without Neymar. These words underline the harsh reality Neymar faces. Reputation alone will not secure his spot. He must demonstrate consistency, durability, and match-winning impact, qualities that have defined his career but have been elusive in recent years due to injury setbacks. As Neymar pushes through grueling rehabilitation sessions, balancing hope with realism, the football world watches closely. Every training update, every medical report, and every hint from Santos staff carries enormous significance. Will he return on January 28th, stunning fans with an early comeback, or will February 4th mark his long-awaited return against Sao Paulo? More importantly, can he stay fit long enough to convince Carlo Ancelotti that Brazil's World Cup dream still needs Neymar Jr.? The answers will emerge in the coming days, and until then, the story of Neymar's comeback remains one of football's most compelling narratives, a tale of resilience, ambition, and the relentless pursuit of one last shot at glory. Stay connected with us on Facebook and YouTube for the latest updates, because the moment Neymar steps back onto the pitch, it won't just be a return, it will be a statement.